Hey, Mixie Pina, welcome in. Michelle, welcome in. Welcome to all. Happy Sunday night. Sunday Scaries for those of us who have to go to work tomorrow. Calm our anxieties, our fears, and our worries. Whoops. Let me get that adjusted here. Adjusted. There we go. Hopefully everybody's having a good night. Let me get comfortable. KJR, welcome in. Oh, we need to set up a new goal. Let's do. Let's do hand hearts. Let's see how many hand hearts we can get tonight. Hand hearts are a little expensive. Hey, Kath, welcome in. Here for book 8. Faith. We will have to see. You've been very good at being persistent. Hey, wonderful world, welcome in. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing, wonderful world? We have our new goal of 20 hand hearts. You check the goal right up here. We'll begin our nightly read alouds in a few moments. Yay! Thank you so much for the hand hearts. I really appreciate that. Kath, thank you so much for that. Wonderful world, we've missed you too. Mystic Meg, welcome back. Welcome in. Good to see you. I have this fly that is just not afraid. It's just flying all over the place. Good to see everybody. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. Those of you who are on YouTube, we will begin 10 minutes after the hour. We read children's literature. If you join the page, please join my... Hey, Maria, welcome in. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you get all the information on when we come on live. We are currently streaming on TikTok as well. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, BD, what's my favorite movie? My favorite movie... Let me give you a really good one. So I'll give you my favorite movie from the 80s. My favorite movie from the 80s is Working Girl with Melanie Griffith and Harrison Ford. Favorite movie from the 90s? Anything with... can you say hi? Hey, Robot. You're USA? Yes, Eric. 90s, anything with Julia Roberts or Sandra Bullock or Winona Ryder. And then early 2000s, I would have to say... What do you remember about the early 2000s? There's a ton of good... Any of the rom-coms from the early 2000s. Those are my faves. My faves, Titanic. What other ones? A couple that I've purchased online that I stream regularly. Clueless, 1995. The Selena movie, 1995. I like any of those biopics. I have the Elton John one. The Elton John, I was watching that one again. I rewatched that one while I was flying over London. I really like that movie. It's so well written. Um, yes, we love Julia Roberts. Selena Kyle, welcome back. Pride and Prejudice for me, yes, we love Pride and Prejudice. Jamie, welcome in. Selena Kyle, we haven't seen you in a while. John, welcome back. Jamie, welcome back. Favorite band? I would say, let me see, who's my favorite band? I'm more of a, I like Coldplay. I like listening to Coldplay. But Madonna is my favorite. Madonna is my all-time favorite. Madonna, Whitney Houston. Um, uh, Madonna, Whitney Houston. I love, I love Miley Cyrus's new album, Something Beautiful. That is such a good album. BD, have you heard of that one? That one's a really good one. No Doubt. Um, what other ones? Lots of good ones. I love Beyonce. Beyonce's really good. I love real artists. Um, Stevie Nicks. I was listening to Stevie Nicks again recently. Her greatest hits album. It's a really good one. What else? What else? What else? What else? What about yours, BD? What are your favorites? Your favorite bands? Your favorite artists? Favorite movies? Stacy, welcome in. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. I want, and it can read your way. Oh, it doesn't. So funny. Yeah, her album is so, her voice is so good too. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Stacy, how are you doing? We'll begin in a couple of minutes. I'll show you guys our update for Prince Lizzie Fish. He's been out. Favorite TV show? Um, one that I can watch over and over again, Sex and the City. I love Sex and the City. Um, the movies. And just like that, I'm one of those people that watches it because I'm a loyal fan. Hey Anna, welcome in. Sex and the City. Golden Girls, yes. Golden Girls is really good. I Love Lucy. I love Lucy. Anna, very good. We're gonna do a update right now on Prince Lily Fifth. Lily Fifth. I'm really into what's the one on Apple TV? Not Stranded, but it begins with an S. Not Separated. What's that called? I'll think of it. I'll think of the name. All right, let me go ahead and turn on the main light. I'm going to turn the main light on, guys, and then turn this one off. That way we can see Prince Lizzie Fish. He's been very active today. He's been wanting to get everybody's attention. Let's bring this up close so you guys can see. Let me find him. Oh, he's coming up to the forefront. Come on, Prince Lizzie Fifth. They want to see you. He's over here right now on the side. Let's see if he comes up to the front. He loves his plastic little tree. He's right, if you guys can see, let me get my hand in here. He's right there, right at the corner. You see him fluttering away? Come on, Prince Lilitheth. Let me throw some food and see if he comes up to the front. You guys see him? He's right there. Yeah, he's eating some of his little fishy food. His little beta bits. Beta bits. Huh, Prince Lizzie Fish. He made another little bubble nest in the back there. I was looking into getting a female and getting her own tank so that we could see if they would mate. Let's see if you guys can see him. He's right there. Come on, Prince Lizzie Fish, come on out. Oh, he's going back in his. He's like, nope. I was telling everybody. Whoa. I was telling everybody on Thursday that we found out how they mate. And what they do is he will, if he's happy in his environment, he will make a little bubble nest. Little bubble nest is at the top. Hey, Sage Minty, welcome in. And if you introduce a female, what he does is when they're ready, he'll wrap himself around her and squeeze out the eggs. Squeezes out the eggs, and then they put the little eggs in their mouth, and they go to the bubble nest and they put the little eggs in the bubbles, and then that's how they have babies. Isn't that fun? But from what I understand, the male and the female can't be together in the same tank. So I've been like, now that I've been doing the research, I've been really looking into like what people do. People have some really good ideas. I've seen some very cool ones for girlfish. A tank with white sand and then pink decorations. That would be a lot of fun. Or maybe we could do like a white with tan, or a white with a different color. Alrighty, friends, let's see what we have going on today. Yes, we do have, Sage, we do have our summer theme going on. We have our palm tree and our little lights, sandals, and little palm trees. We do have a goal of heart hands. We have 1 out of 20. All right, let's go ahead and find our first book of the night. We're gonna go cultural. It's literally so amazing, yeah. Thank you so much, Sage Munch. I appreciate that. Join my page. Those of you on YouTube, please join my page. Yeah, we thought we would do a summer that we got this palm tree. It makes it a lot of fun. Riding through rice fields, a trip to the Philippines. This is for our Filipino brothers and sisters. We love a good end page, nice and bright orange. A nice bright orange page. Riding through the rice fields. When Dad and I sit down for dinner every night, we look at each other, but we don't really see each other. Aw, look at this. I really like that opening. A good children's literature book has a really good, solid opening. When Dad and I sit down for dinner every night, we look at each other, but we don't really see each other. Very, very interesting. It's a good way to start. But as we arrive for a family reunion in the Philippines, where Dad grew up, I start to see him differently. What will he see in me? Through crowded streets, we go past a great big open air What is that? Palenque? Dad's eyes start to brighten. So he goes with his dad. He's going to go with his dad to a trip to the Philippines, and he starts seeing a different side of his dad. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. I see something in his eyes that I've never seen before. Adventure. There's so much I want you to see, Mateo, and so many people I can't wait for you to meet. That's so cool. As a parent, I'm not a parent, but as a parent, I'm sure you get so busy, caught up with life and caught up with responsibilities that you never get to see, never get a chance to have your kids see who you really are. So this is a boy, Mateo, who gets to see his dad for the first time. The road opens as we cycle south, past mountains that look like they're made of chocolate, and alongside a jewel of a turquoise river. Where my dad took me on my very first boat ride. Dad's eyes crinkle with a smile. Can we go too? I beg. My hand plunges into the clear greenish blue water, and I catch my first fish ever. So slippery and floppy, but I hold on. If you're on YouTube and you're new to my page, We Read Children's Literature, please subscribe to my channel. At a coconut plantation, we balance ourselves on poles of bamboo, reaching up to pick coconuts. I'm scared and don't think I can do it. Trust me, Mateo. Dad shows me the trick to doing it. Then he catches me when I fall. Fifth time's the charm, he laughs. Sage Mentee, isn't this a good one? We love a good cultural book in our lives. So we always learn something new. Catching coconuts. Those palm trees. They got palm trees, we got palm trees. We ride in and out of sunshine and shadows, past rice terraces older than time, surrounded by so much green and hundreds kinds of green, and air that tastes like pineapples and ripe jackfruit. Get this great aerial view of them on vacation from the sky, looking downward. Traffic comes to a stop, and I see something I've never seen before. A house being carried across the street by a group of men. One corner of the house falls, and the group of men call out for help. Dad scrambles off the bike to lend a hand. Interesting. Community. Afterward, we're invited to celebrate with a feast. Cheers to new beginnings and Bayanhan. People coming together as a community to help a fellow neighbor in need. Aw. That must be so cool just to meet new people. Bayanhan. Back on our bikes and heading to the family reunion, I feel a small wiggle, a big clunk, and then a slow hiss. People from both sides of the road rush over to help. An hour later, there's no hope for the flat tire. Does our trip end here? I asked Dad. All sorts of adventures that they're finding just by riding bikes. Someone tells us about a bike shop he heard about in the next village over. All we have to do is go slowly down the steep hill. Zigzag through a never-ending grove of banana trees and be chased out by an army of enormous ants, only to find out that the shop, look at those big ants, the shop is closed. Hey, Spooky Owl, welcome in. closed. Too exhausted to figure out what to do about the bike, we lie down in a field of sugarcane, and the moon spills its silver on our face. All is still. Instead of clutter of city noise, we hear laughter, funny stories from our long day's travels, and eventually snoring. The next morning, a quiet song and the biggest surprise wake us up. We love a good moon in children's literature. We love a good moon. With smiles and gratitude, we're back on our bikes. We pedal north, in and out of sunshine and shadows, until we finally reach the cobblestone town where my dad grew up. Look how pretty those flowers are, pink flowers. Dad shows me his old house, dark wood and creeks everywhere. It's older than my grandparents, he says. There's his old house where he grew up in. Look at those red flowers at the bottom here. Aren't those pretty? And pink flowers. In the cucina, his aunties clatter and chatter and cook up just a little something, while my cousins show me how to play patinero. Dad shows me the grove of calamansi trees where he and his brothers played hide and seek. So a very traditional family. We love a good culture. Filipino culture always have big dinners. Pancit, rice. My titos and titas share story after story. How Dad would sneak into Tina's pillar garden and scare her chickens silly. How he was the fastest to climb up the neighborhood tarnid trees, and how he would ride caballos until sunset on Uncle Camilo's farms. I start to see him as a boy, so different from now. He's mischievous and loves adventure like me. You remind me so much of me when I was younger, Mateo, Dad says with a wink. Aw, they get a chance to bond together on their trip. Mateo. I really like that name for a boy, Mateo. That night we dozed off on the sleeping porch. Before my eyes close, I look up at the sambuguita vines and try to fix in my memory how clear and quiet and green and alive it is here. Not like our gray life in the city. Sunshine, then shadows fall on Dad's face as he says goodbye to everyone who has gathered to send us off. My heart sinks all the way down to my feet, but it's time to leave. Oh, it's time to leave the family gathering, the family get together. These are probably these big jasmine flowers. It smells really good. Back home, some things are still hum and glum, while others have bloomed. So they have to get back to their regular life, but they're looking at all of their pictures, memories that they've had. Some things have bloomed. He took a little seedling. And there they are, remembering their journey to the Philippines. Cheers to new beginnings and Bayunati. That's a Filipino word I'm not familiar with. The end. Riding through rice fields, a trip to the Philippines. It's a good way to start the life. A good way to start the live, Riding Through the Rice Fields. We love a good cultural book. We love learning about or understanding a culture a little bit more. Yeah, Spooky Owl, that was a good one, huh? All right, let's go ahead and see what everybody's thinking right now. 1 through 10. Riding Through the Rice Fields. What did you think? I give this one, I give it an 8. I give it an 8. Spooky Owl, you give it 100. Okay. What is everybody else thinking? Remember that we have our goal for our hand hearts. Mexi Pina 10. Sage Venti 10. Sage Minute. Sage Senti. What is everybody else thinking? I know it's kind of late. Sunday night. We have to work tomorrow. Thank you so much for the heart hands. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the heart hands. Mystic Meg, you give it an 8? Yeah, I agree. I think it's an 8 for tonight. Hey, Sonica, welcome back. Welcome back to the West Coast feed. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, let's look at our next book. We still have a lot of fresh new titles ready for you guys to read. We're going to read this one. We're going to read this one. I remember this book. Oh, Fuzzy Bubble, you went to sleep. I enjoy when you read it. Yes, Spooky Owl, they're really good. Sage Menchie, I will give you guys an update. I got some exciting news. Well, I'll give you guys the update right now. So, I'm moving forward. I got a professional illustrator. We're moving forward with the illustrations of Joey King and the fragile figurine. She's gonna send me the price, and then I'm going to pay it in full so that I can have it done. It should be done in two to 3 months. Hopefully right in time for Christmas. That'd be amazing. The other thing too, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this, but I did get some mock-up pictures which I've shown you guys. Oh, Spooky Owl, yeah, I'll let you guys know. I did get some mock-up pictures, and I'm gonna put together an ebook. Now, the mock-up pictures are not the final. It's not the final draft. The mock-up pictures are just what I asked somebody to create for me, so that I could put the text, the story to the pictures, and that's gonna be the like the testing book. So what I'm thinking of doing, I'm putting it together on, yes, really exciting. I'm putting it together on Canva. And what I think I'm gonna do is sell it as an ebook for $5. Just so you guys can get a preview of it. And then when the actual book comes out, the handheld copy with the professional artist on it, then that one will be one that'll go through Amazon or through Barnes and Noble. I'll give you guys a little preview. I think I want to work still with the the lettering and some of the wording. So let me show you guys what that looks like. So this, let me get the right lighting here for you guys. Let me see if I can lower the brightness on that. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I've come up with so far. Joey King and the Fragile Figurine. So the text of the story is here. There's page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So let me, give me about a week. I want to make sure I test it. I'm also getting the copyright registration taken care of. That way, yes, John, Joey King. Joey King. Um, I want to get the copyright done as well as the copyright on the illustrations. So as soon as I get that taken care of, I'll let you guys know. And then you can send me like $5 for through PayPal or um, either through PayPal or Venmo, and then I'll send you a copy. And then I'll read it online too for you guys as an ebook. All right. So this is one book that I remember. This is a book that I bought for 25 cents at my library. I saw it. Yes, Joe E. King and the Fragile Figurine. I was telling everybody, John, that I have a professional illustrator now, and I'm going to be paying for that so I can get it created. I remember this book when I first started teaching back in 2008. This is after the riots in LA for I think it was the 1990s. This one is called Smoky Night by Eve Bunting. If you guys haven't heard of this one, you're gonna really enjoy this one. We love a good end page. We love a good end page. Smoky Night. Mama and I stand well back from our window, looking down. I'm holding Jasmine, my cat. We don't have our lights on, though it's almost dark. People are rioting in the streets. Guys, look at these illustrations, though. Aren't those gorgeous? Look at that cat and look at their faces. It's like art. Mama explains about rioting. It can happen when people get angry. They want to smash and destroy. They don't care anymore what's right and what's wrong. Below us, they are smashing everything, windows, cars, and street lights. They look angry, but they look happy too, I whisper. After a while, it's like a game, Mama says. Two boys are carrying a TV from Morton's Appliances. It's hard for them because the TV is so heavy. Are they stealing it? I ask. And Mama nods. Caution, 2 people required to handle this, unpack this instrument. Well, so we see the results of rioting. 2 people stealing a TV. Someone breaks the window of fashion shoes. 2 women and a man climb in through the broken glass. They toss out shoes like they're throwing footballs. I've never heard anybody laugh the way they laugh. Smoke drifts, light as fog. I see the distant flicker of flames. Mexi Pina, remember? Yeah, this was, I remember it was in 1993 was the last one before we had the big ones in 2017. But look at that art though. Across the street from us, people are dragging cartons of cereal and snacks of rice from Kim's Market. My mom and I don't go into Miss Kim's Market, even though it's closed. It's close. Mama says it's better if we buy from our own people. Miss Kim's cat and my cat fight all the time, and Miss Kim yells at Jasmine in words I can't understand. She's yelling the same kind of words now at people who are stealing her stuff. They pay no attention. So one of the things about the riots in the 90s, it's like 92, 91, 92, I think it was 92. There was a lot of, it was after the Rodney King beatings, and after the Rodney King verdict came back, they started rioting in downtown LA. And one of the things was the Asian culture, the Korean culture didn't get along, and the African American culture didn't see eye to eye. And so that was one of the things that there was an issue a while ago. I think there was a black girl who was in a Korean store or Asian market or something like that, and the girl, I can't remember if she was stealing something or the lady thought she was stealing something, so she pulled out a gun and shot her. The lady was Asian, so that kind of goes back to what Mama was saying here. My mom and I don't go in Miss Kim's market, even though it's close. Mama says it's better if we buy from our own people. And notice that the details in the back is cereal. I moved behind Mama. Will they come here? There's nothing for them here, Daniel. See? They're finished with our street and they're moving on. Our street is empty. One last man is staggering under a pile of clothes he's taken from the dry cleaners. The plastic bags are still over them. Yeah, very serious topic. And look at how you've got the dry cleaner clothes around as the background. And there's the people stealing. And there's them looking out the window. The cat. We'll sleep together tonight, Mama tells me. She makes me wash my face and brush my teeth. I'm to take off my shoes but leave on my clothes. She puts me next to the wall. I hold Jasmine. I can't sleep, I say. Shh, Mama whispers. Close your eyes. I do. I guess I sleep. Next thing I know, Mama is shaking me. Quick, Daniel, get up. There's a terrible smell of smoke. Someone's pounding on our apartment door. Fire, fire. I'm suddenly awake. Where's Jasmine? I run to the closet. Sometimes Jasmine sleeps on a shelf. Mama's screaming at me. We can't wait. Jasmine's gone. Put on your shoes. Hurry. We rush down the stairs. Others crowd around us. The smoke makes me cough. Mr. Ramirez is in front of us carrying Lisa and the baby, who are both howling. Those people are hooligans, he shouts over his shoulder. Hooligans! Miss Ramirez is ahead of him. She's holding the cage with Loco, their parrot. Loco's squawking something awful. Did you see Jasmine, Mr. Ramirez? I shout. He shakes his head, but I don't think he even hears me. Don't touch the railing, he warns. It's hot. So somebody lights their apartment complex on fire and they have to escape. The people are escaping. Outside, the sky is hazy orange. Flames pounce up the side of our building. 3 fire engines scream to a stop. Firefighters jump out, running, pulling hoses. I see our window where Mama and I had stood. The fire hasn't reached it yet. Is everybody out? One firefighter yells. Far as we know, says another. Did you see a cat? I ask him. She's yellow. Maybe she's still in there. He glances down. Probably not, son. Cats are plenty smart. She'll be long gone. Spooky owl, especially in a fire, I would not leave. No way. Everything else can burn. Everything else can burn except for my cat. Absolutely not. I would be devastated. A lady comes up to us. There's a shelter you can come to, she says. Everyone, follow me. I'm crying because I'm not sure Jasmine is all that smart. What if she's still inside? Some of the streetlights have been smashed. We walk along the sidewalk, which sparkles with broken glass. There are empty cartons everywhere. A street sign lies crumpled in the gutter. I grab hold of Mama because I think I see a dead man with no arms lying there, too. But it's just one of those plastic people that show off clothes in department stores. The lady looks back at Miss Kim, who is trailing along behind us. Are you all right? She calls. Miss Kim nods. We're almost at the shelter, the lady tells us. So they all have to be led out of the burning building into a shelter because of the riots. The shelter is in Church Hall. There are cots to sleep on and a table with hot drinks. Two men are making sandwiches. I've never seen a bigger jar of mayo. We see people from our building. They're talking about who did this, what will happen to us. It's sad, sad night, Mr. Jackson says. I ask him about Jasmine. He says he's pretty sure he saw her. She got out, Daniel, he tells me. I hope he's not just trying to make me feel better. Did you see my cat, Miss Kim asks. He is orange. He's the color of carrots, I say, and I almost add, and he's fat and mean, but I don't. A girl gives me a mug of hot chocolate. I wish it had more sugar. When I finish drinking it, Mama says I should lie down. She's always making me lie down. People keep coming. Some of them are crying. One woman screams and screams. I hide under my blanket. Then Mama says, Daniel, look. They're in that shelter, the cots. Thank you so much for the hand hearts. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And there is the firefighter who was at our building. He is standing in an open door with the smoky night behind him. And I see that he's carrying a cat under each arm. That was how Mr. Ramirez carried Lisa and the baby. The cats are howling, too. Jasmine, the blanket's caught on my foot and I'm trailing it. Oh, thank you for finding her. The other cat is mine. Miss Kim takes her big, fat, mean, old orange cat and holds him close. I'm kissing Jasmine. She smells of smoke. Aw, I'm so glad they found the cat. Right? I would have been depressed. Where was she? I asked the firefighter. The two of them were under the stairs, yowling and screeching, he says. He takes a mug of hot chocolate. I like him so much. I wish I had a whole barrel of sugar for his drink. The cats were together? Miss Kim asks. The firefighter nods. They were so scared they were holding paws. Aww. I grin. No, they weren't. What about our building? Mr. Ramirez asks. The fire's out. You'll be able to go back in a day or two. A woman puts down a dish of milk. Here, kitty, kitty, she calls. Jasmine jumps out of my arms, and Miss Kim puts her carrot-colored cat down, too. The cats drink from the same dish. Milk isn't that good for cats, but I don't say that either. A happy ending, as long as the cats are okay. Right, Pebbles? Look at that, Mama is all amazed. I thought those two didn't like each other. They probably didn't know each other before, I explain. Now they do. Everyone looks at me and it's suddenly very quiet. Did I say something wrong? I whisper to Mama. No, Daniel. Mama's tugging at her fingers the way she does when she's nervous. My name is Jenna, she tells Miss Kim. Perhaps when things settle down, you and your cat will come over and share a dish of milk with us. I think that's pretty funny, but nobody laughs. So a moment of outreach. A moment of outreach. Miss Kim picks up her cat and strokes him. She's staring at the wall. Maybe she's not going to say anything. But then she looks across at Mama. Thank you, she says. We will come. Mama smiles. I reach out and stroke Mrs. Kim's big ol' orange cat, too. Can you hear him, Miss Kim? I ask. He's purring. Oh, a friendship develops. Remember that Miss Kim and the mama didn't like each other? And now they do. All because of cats. The end. There's a picture of the two cats too. Very interesting. Let's see what this says. I can't read it. It's too small. But let me find out. When was this published? 1994. Yep, right after the riots. The End. Smoky Nights. So this book is about 30 years old. Well, not about, it is 30 years old. Spooky Owl, do you like that one? This is a very good one. This, a good one. Very historical, very real. Ever want to get into some serious topics? This is a good one. Smoky Night. You guys are getting really good titles tonight. Really good titles. We started out with Riding Through Rice Fields, A Trip to the Philippines, very cultural. And then we followed that up with Smoky Night. Let's take a vote. 1 for Riding Through Rice Fields, or 2, Smoky Night. Let's take a vote. I'm going to give this one a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to give this a 10, and I'm going to vote for number 2. Yeah, Spooky Owl, this one's a good one, huh? We love a good cultural moment. Anna 2, Mystic Meg 1, Lisa Brown 2. We gotta file through those books. Gotta file through each one in the library. Victoria 2, Spooky Owl 2. Gotta file through each one of them to see what we find. All right, let's go into the stacks and see what we have here. I've been sitting on this one for a while now. This is one that I purchased at my local library. They have this cart where they're giving away 4 for $1, 25 cents each. Toy Boat. Toy Boat. And what I love about when they sell their books is they keep these plastic things. They don't take them off. So we get an extra layer. We love a good end page. Pencils, sewing spools, tree branches, toy boat. A little boy had a toy boat. He made it from a can, a cork, a yellow pencil, and some white cloth. Oh, that's what we were seeing here. Parts of the toy boat. Hey, DC, welcome in. The boy loved the boat, and they were never apart. They baked together, and they slept together. So he made his toy boat out of all these different little pieces. Isn't that cool? Love that tile, an orange and a blue tile together. It's a really cool color. And every day they would go down to the lake and sail all afternoon. The boy held the boat by a string and never let go. Most of the time, this was nice for the boat, but sometimes the little toy boat would look out at the big boats gliding across the lake and wonder what it would feel like to sail free. So the little boy would take that toy boat that he made, keep it close to him, and the boat would always look out at the bigger boats sailing. He always wondered what it was like to be a free big boat. These are great illustrations. One blustery afternoon, a dark cloud rolled over the lake. The boy's mom pulled him back toward the house. Her tug made him drop the boat's string. The boy cried out as the little toy boat floated away. "Boat," he called, "boat." but nothing could be done. Aw. Looks like the boy is sad, but the boat's gonna get his wish after all. So there's the boat up close that he's made out of all these little random pieces. Wind and rain pushed the little toy boat into a deep river. There it bobbed on high waves and topped with foam. Look at those waves and look at the boat getting tossed about. Isn't it spooky? Oh, I think the illustrations on this are really good. Very soft, bright colors. In time, a black and green tugboat with a row of old tires on its side chugged past. Its windows looked like tired eyes that seemed to say, "Move along," as it pushed the little toy boat aside with its wake. There's a little toy boat and its eyes, very tired looking eyes. Yeah, the art on this one is really good. Very bright. Very happy. The little toy boat worked so hard to stay afloat, it almost didn't see the giant ferry in its path. The ferry had 2 flags and a red smokestack, and a horn that bellowed, "Move along." A gust of wind blew the little toy boat out of the way just in time. Look at the eyes of the ferry boat. He's no match for him. A speedboat raced by, flat and sharp with flames on its side. Its motor screamed, "Move along!" Its draft made the little boat's sail quiver. That little boat's getting a huge adventure. Look at that sharp boat. Isn't that cool? The yellow and the oranges and the teeth on it. Very cool. Feeling small and scared, the little toy boat drifted out toward a fleet of sailboats racing home to get out of the rain. The fleet of sailboats. Sailing takes me away to where I've been. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. They're all the same. Isn't that pretty? The little toy boat neared a large sloop. Its hull was white and its sails were trimmed in blue. For a moment, the 2 boats cut through the choppy waves side by side, and the little toy boat felt big. Then the white boat tilted high on its side, spraying the little toy boat with water, warning, "Move along!" There's one of the big boats, and then there's the little toy boat right there. Anna, right? Yacht rock. Its hull near full, its sails soaked. The little toy boat looked like it would sink. How it missed the boy. Oh, look at how exhausted it is. It's all, its little sail, all dragging and drooping. The pencil's all bent. He's like, "I'm over this adventure." Under the yellow moon, the little toy boat drifted all night, alone and scared. Aw, we love a good moon in children's literature. But look at the shadows of these waves here, and the little toy boat right there. Isn't that crazy how they can do that? It makes it look like a big world, and the boat is very tiny. But then, early in the morning, put, 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 put. It was a humble little fishing boat way out in the middle of the lake. Its paint was peeling and the dents on its side said it knew how to how it felt to be pushed around on the lake. The fishing boat spied the little toy boat and carefully began to circle it. As it did, something wonderful happened. Oh, he's gonna get rescued. So this boat here looks like it's seen some miles. It's seen its own adventures. The little toy boat began to turn as well, and its sail caught a breeze. Soon it was sailing, really sailing, alongside the fishing boat. And the little toy boat felt strong. I am moving along, it shouted in the wind. He's going in the right direction. It's really cloud those. Oh, it's really cool, the clouds. It felt so good that it didn't notice when the fishing boat motored on. It didn't notice that the stone beach or the yellow bench on the nearby shore. And it didn't notice the boy, not until he called out, "Boat, boat!" The little toy boat waved its sail excitedly, and the boy waved back. Aww! They found each other again. There's the little boat, and there's the boy. Look at those clouds. That's gorgeous. That night they bathed together, they slept together, and the next day they went down to the lake together. The boy held the boat by a string and every so often let go, but the little toy boat always came back. It knew just where it wanted to be. Yes, spooky owl. Look at this one, guys. Isn't that a cool picture? Look at that sunset background. Those oranges, yellows, and blues. The end. Toy boat. You guys are getting really good titles tonight. You guys getting really good titles. Let's review what we have read so far. Riding through rice fields, a trip to the Philippines. Smoky night. And then toy boat. Which one was your favorite? Some of your votes might have shifted. I think I'm going to stick with 2, Smoky Night, because that's a really good one. I think I'm going to stick with 2. Lisa Brown, 2 and 3. John Toy Boat, you like that one? Yes, Toy Boat. Spooky Owl, I can't decide. I enjoy that, yeah. They're really good titles tonight. You guys are getting really strong ones. Strong stories, strong illustrations, deep meanings. Stacy 2. Stacy 2. Alright. Let's look back in the stacks and see what we can find. What is this one? I'm not sure if we're ready for that one yet. Let's put that one back. Small one now. Let's end with this one. Since Pebbles is walking around here. You're going to stick with 2, Anna? The scariest kitten in the world. Isn't that funny? John, I am. I'm not ready to turn 52, but I'm ready for my birthday. I can't believe it. My 50s are going flying by. Yikes. We love a good end page. We love a good end page in children's literature. It says, warning, this is a very scary story. It's so creepy and spine-tingly that it will scare you right out of your sneakers. Are you sure you want to read this story? You could find yourself a book about rainbows or friendly unicorns instead. No? All right, then you asked for it. So that's the little warning sign that we get at the beginning of this book. Once upon a time, on a dark and stormy night, some kids just like you found a terrifying haunted house. At the end of the long hallway was a ragged old door, all splintery and creaky. Look at the little ghost right there in the middle. Isn't that a good book so far? And something was thumping behind that door. Before the kids could run, the door opened with a loud creak. Lightning flashed, and a menacing shadow darkened the floor. It was the fiercest, most horrifying creature the kids had ever seen. Suddenly, it opened its gaping mouth and, are you sure you want to turn the page? Seeing this ferocious monster and hearing its bone chilling growl could freeze your little heart to ice. Let's see what it is. It's not too late for you to choose a different book about something more pleasant, like ice cream sandwiches, or new crayons, or picking flowers in the sunshine. You still here? Fine. When you turn the page and have to run screaming for your mama, don't say I didn't warn you. Okay then, the creature opened its gaping mouth and let out a bone-chilling roar. Guys, and then look at the little interruption. We're still given a chance. We can turn back if we want to. Look at those pretty flowers, though. Isn't that a good illustration? The crayons hanging from the little plant, the butterflies, the little Twinkie flowers. Grr. So I see the scary cat. Grr. Supposed to be scary. Hey, quit laughing. Can't you see how scary this is? Hold on. Snarl, growl, roar. It's little pink toe beans. You don't look scared, but I bet deep inside you are shaking in your sneakers. You're just pretending to be one of those kids who's not afraid of anything. Do not make me call my terrifying friends. Fine. Hey, can I get a little help over here? Now you're in big trouble. Turn one more page and you'll get the scare of your life. That cat thinks it's going to convince us that it is scary. You turned the page. What were you thinking? Trust me, you really don't want to turn another one. You're going to do it again, aren't you? Let's see if his convincing is working. Woof! No, no, no. Come back when you're terrifying. Can somebody please show these two how it's done? Look at how cute those dogs are. This look pretty cute for first or second grader. Boo! I said boo! Rats, I don't think I scared them either. Don't worry, I've got this. If they turn the page again, they are going to be so stinking scared. And look what they thought you were going to be afraid of. The little chicks. Thank you so much for that gift. I appreciate it. Which way do I hold this? No, that goes on your head. This is making my ears itch. Just put it on. Okay, we're ready. Let's see what it is. Behold the terror. Very big, scary red panda. Ghost of a bloodthirsty duckling. Scary zombie sloth. Aw, thank you so much for that, Harhans. I really appreciate it. Spooky baby goat. Vampire puppy. Dangerously prickly hedgehog. I want to drink your blood. These are my cozy, scary jammies. Very scary. That's cute. Did it work? Were they scared? I don't think so. Thump, thump, thump. They're trying really hard. Uh-oh. Now they're scared. Something's coming behind that door. And look at their faces. I'm like, oh shit. Bath time! The little girl, the owner. And then, in the glowing light of the full moon, the very scary creatures had a bath and went to bed. Her toys. And it was the raccoon with the flashlight doing it to the cat to make it look scary. Isn't that cute? Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. The end. The scariest kitten in the world. This is a good one. Definitely gonna have to get this one again for Halloween. It was a good one. Good way to end the live. You guys got really good titles. Very strong titles tonight. Very strong titles. We started with Riding Through the Rice Fields, A Trip to the Philippines. Smoky Night. Toy Boat. Really good, strong illustrations. And The Scariest Kitten in the World. 1 through 4, what is your vote? I'm going to stick with Scary Night. If you're new to the live, please join our page. We're here Sunday through Friday. Sometimes I take a night off. But we're normally here Sunday through Friday, 10 p.m. for our East Coast friends, 9 o'clock for the West Coast, 2 hours in between for the Central Time. Lisa Marie for Pebbles has been very, she's been coming around. Let me see if I can hold her. She's running away. Not within the contract. I think we are out of contract hours. Does not want to come. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much for the 44K 1,000 likes. Really appreciate it. That was our goal for the East Coast feed, and we didn't reach that. And I didn't even set the goal, and you guys reached it already. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Oh. Here she is. Pebs. She's very loving right now. Little Pebbles. Pebbles the cat. She's a little grouchy, huh? Why are you so grouchy right now? You just wanted to be held. Isn't she a pretty kitty? She's just Pebbles. She's like, I'm gonna let you hold me for a bit, and then I'm gonna start squirming. Call Pebs. There's her squirm. Alrighty, friends, have yourselves a good night. We will be back tomorrow for Monday night, 10 o'clock for East Coast, 9 o'clock for our West Coast friends. Have a good night, everybody. Little Pebs.